How good are large language models like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude at statistics? Can we really trust them for statistical analysis, research, and data interpretation? We will see what large language models are already surprisingly good at and where they still fail. So by the end of this video, you should have a much clearer idea of when large language models can help you with statistics and when you should be very careful. And as a quick teaser, today's large language models are surprisingly capable, but there are some areas where you need to be careful. So let's start with a basic but very important question. How does a large language model actually produce an answer, especially to a statistical question? Let's start with the simplest possible example. We ask a large language model, what is 4 plus 5? Now there are different ways the system could handle this question. Sometimes it answers directly. Sometimes it uses tools. And sometimes it follows a more controlled workflow. Let's have a closer look at the first two. The most basic one is when a large language model answers directly. It is also the approach where many concerns about hallucinations come from. So we ask, what is 4 plus 5? But what happens next? The prompt is processed by a large language model. But how does the model know what answer to generate? A large language model is trained on huge amounts of text, code, formulas, explanations, and examples. During training, it learns patterns in this data, which words are likely to appear together. So very simply speaking, when you give it a prompt like, what is 4 plus 5? The LLM tries to generate the most likely useful answer based on the patterns it learned during training. So in this case, the model has probably seen many cases where 4 plus 5 is followed by 9. So it answers 4 plus 5 is 9. So in this direct answer approach, the model is not using a calculator. It is generating the most likely answer based on the statistical patterns it learned from the training data. And of course, this is not a reliable approach for serious statistical tasks. For example, if you ask, please calculate a t-test for this dataset and interpret the result. A large language model might produce something that sounds very convincing. It might give you a test statistic, a p-value, and a nice interpretation. But the values might be wrong. And that is not because the model is trying to lie, but because it is generating a plausible-looking answer instead of actually doing the calculation reliably. This is the classical hallucination problem. The answer sounds reasonable, but it is not correct. But there is an easy solution for this, at least for large language models. Large language models are very good at coding. Code is also a kind of language, and there are huge amounts of code available that can be used as training data. And this is very useful for statistics. Because instead of guessing a statistical result directly, the large language model can write code that performs the calculation. For example, it can generate Python code, run the code, and then use the actual output to explain the result. So simply speaking, the system has an instruction like, if the user asks for a calculation, do not guess the numerical answer. Instead, create code that computes the result. And with the right tools, the system can then execute this generated code. So the key idea is this. In the first approach, the large language model answers directly from learned patterns. In the second approach, the large language model acts more like an assistant that writes the code, runs the calculation, and then explains the output. And this difference matters a lot when we ask whether we can trust large language models for statistics. Because sometimes we are not really trusting the model to calculate. We are trusting the model to correctly use tools, write code, interpret results, and explain them clearly. And whether we can trust this process is not only important for you as a user, it is also very important for us. For example, we are currently implementing an AI help assistant in our statistics software. Of course, you can decide whether you want to enable or disable it. By default, it is off. When you calculate an ANOVA with Numico, the result is tested, reproducible, and based on validated statistical methods. Of course, software can still have bugs, but we put a lot of effort into checking that the calculations are correct. But when we introduce an AI assistant, the challenge is different. If you ask it, which test should I use? Or how should I interpret this result? We also need to make sure that the answer is reliable, not just confident and well written. Because even if the calculation itself is correct, a wrong test recommendation or a wrong interpretation can still lead to a wrong conclusion. So evaluating the answers of LLMs is not just a theoretical question. For us, it is a very practical and important one. And there is one even bigger issue. What happens to your data when you enter it into a large language model chat like ChatGPT? For example, if you paste research data, patient data, business data, or unpublished results into a chatbot, you need to know how that data is handled. Research in this area is still limited, but some studies suggest that AI models can memorize parts of their training data. So if you enter data into an AI chat like ChatGPT, and this data is used for training or fine-tuning, it could become visible to others later without you knowing it. So depending on how you look at it, it is almost like publishing the data, just without your name on it. But luckily, there is a solution to this: open source models. Recent open source models are getting closer and closer to the leading frontier models. Of course, you need decent hardware and infrastructure to run them properly. But the advantage is clear. You can keep control of your data. That is why at Numico we decided to run open source models on our own server infrastructure. This allows us to make sure that user data is not sent to external LLM providers and is not used for training. So what conclusion can we draw from all of this? I would say there are three main approaches to statistical analysis today. The first option is to use classical statistical software. This gives you reproducible calculations, tested methods, and a high level of control over your data. For example, with Numico, all the analysis runs locally on your own PC. No data is sent to our servers, and the statistical methods are reproducible and tested. And we have even summaries in words which are not AI generated. The second option is to do the analysis in statistical software and then use AI to help interpret or explain the results. Here the calculations are still reliable and reproducible, but you let the AI do the interpretation. So you have to be careful with the interpretation. For example, in Numico, you can choose to activate AI help and get AI-assisted support for your analysis. And attention, of course, in that case, your data is sent to our servers. But as mentioned before, we use open weight models and we don't send your data to third-party companies. And of course, we do not use your data for training. And the third option is to let an AI system do the full analysis for you. This can be useful, But it also comes with the biggest risk. The results should be treated with a big question mark. And before using this approach, you should carefully check whether data security is a deal breaker. But here are the big news. It took us a while and quite a few long nights, but we have built our own in-house solution. Now in Numiko, you can also chat with your data and let AI help you analyze it. And if you need validation or if you are working with critical data, you can switch back to the classical statistics calculator, where the methods are reproducible and tested. So you can calculate an ANOVA with Numiko, the classical way, and get all results you need. And if you like, get an interpretation in words. Or you can use the AI analysis. And the good news is AI data analysis is included in the normal Numiko price. Because this feature is brand new, we would really appreciate your feedback. I hope you liked the video and see you soon.